morning. Ooh, that was some good artwork.
That was amazing. You guys are so awesome at participation, and I love how hard that you guys worked on those drawings, and let's just say they were pretty awesome, I thought.
Makes me feel like I'm not as talented as I thought I was.
So what we're going to do this morning, we're going to do something really cool. So Pastor Phil talked about a really, really cool story that I wanted to focus on with you guys this morning. And it was about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and about them being placed in a hot furnace. And so Miss Micayla this morning is actually going to help me tell this story. She's going to tell the story, and you at home, you're going to help me too. So this is what we're going to do. We have some key words that I'm going to give you. And whenever we hear Miss Micayla read them in our story today, I want you to yell out these words. So anytime you hear Nebuchadnezzar, I want you to say, Your Majesty. Anytime you hear the word furnace, I want you to say, It's feeling hot, hot, hot. Okay, when you hear Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, God is with us. When you hear anything about music, I want to hear you say, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Okay, so we are going to all tell this story together, and it takes all of us. So make sure you're listening for our buzzwords, which are Nebuchadnezzar, furnace, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and music. Okay, Miss Micayla, take it away for us.
King Nebuchadnezzar,
Your Majesty,
had a gold statue made. That statue was 90 feet high and 9 feet wide. He called all of his important leaders to come and see the special service for the statue he'd set up. So they all came for the special service, and they stood in front of the statue that King Nebuchadnezzar,
Your Majesty,
had set up. Then the man who made announcements for the king spoke in a loud voice. He said, People, nations, and men of every language, this is what you are commanded to do. You will hear the sound of music. And when this happens, you must bow down and worship the gold statue. This is the one King Nebuchadnezzar,
Your Majesty,
has set up. Everyone must bow down and worship this gold statue. Anyone who doesn't will be quickly thrown into a blazing furnace. Now people, nations, and men who spoke every language were there, and they heard the sound of music. So they bowed down and worshipped the gold statue King Nebuchadnezzar,
Your Majesty,
had set up. Then some Babylonians came along to the king. They began speaking against men of Judah. They said, King Nebuchadnezzar,
Your Majesty,
our king, live forever. You gave a command. You said everyone would hear the music, and they would have to bow down and worship a gold statue. Anyone who doesn't do this must be thrown into the blazing furnace.
It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
Our king, there are some men of Judah who did not pay attention to your order. You made them important officers in the area of Babylon. Their names are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Our God is with us.
They do not serve your gods, and they do not worship the gold statue you have set up. Nebuchadnezzar,
Your Majesty,
became very angry. He called for Shadrach, Meshach, and
our
Abednego
God is with us.
to be brought to him. And Nebuchadnezzar
Your Majesty,
said, Shadrach, Meshach,
our
and Abednego,
God is with us.
is it true you do not serve my gods? Is it true that you do not worship the gold statue I have set up? Now you will hear the sound of music, and you must be ready to bow down and worship the statue I made. It will be good. But if you do not worship it, you will be thrown quickly into the blazing furnace.
It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
And no God will be able to save you from my power. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego
Our God is with us.
answered the king. They said, Nebuchadnezzar,
Your Majesty,
we do not need to defend ourselves to you. You can throw us into
it's
the blazing
feeling
furnace,
hot, hot, hot.
but the God that we serve is able to save us from the furnace.
It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
And your power. If he does this, it is good. But even if God does not save us, we want you, our king, to know that we do not serve your gods. We will not worship your gold statue or bow down to the one you have set up." Then Nebuchadnezzar,
"Your Majesty,
was furious with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
our God is with us.
He ordered the furnace to be heated to
It's feeling hot, hot, hot."
7 times hotter than usual. Then he commanded some of the strongest soldiers in his army to tie up Shadrach, Meshach,
Our
and
God is
Abednego.
with us.
The king told the soldiers to throw them into the blazing furnace.
It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
So Shadrach, Meshach,
Our
and
God
Abednego
is with us.
were tied up and thrown into the blazing furnace.
It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
They were still wearing their robes, trousers, turbans, and clothes. The king was very angry when he gave the command. And the furnace
It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
was made very hot, hot, hot. The fire was so hot that the flames killed the soldiers who took Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Our God is with us.
There, firmly tied, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fell
Our
into the
God
blazing
is with
furnace.
us. It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
Then King
Your
Nebuchadnezzar
Majesty.
was very surprised. He jumped to his feet. He asked the men who advised him, "Didn't we only tie up 3 men? Didn't we throw them into the fire?" They answered, "Yes, our king." The king said, "Look, I see 4 men. They're walking around in the fire. They are not tied up, and they're surely not burned. The 4th man looks like a son of the gods." Then Nebuchadnezzar
Your Majesty.
went to the opening of the blazing furnace.
It's feeling hot, hot, hot.
He shouted, "Shadrach,
Our
Meshach,
God
and Abednego,
is with us.
come out. Servants of the Most High God, come here." Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego
Our God is with us.
came out of the fire. When they came out, the important leaders saw that the fire had not harmed their bodies or burned their hair. Their robes were not burned, and they didn't even smell like smoke. Then Nebuchadnezzar
Your Majesty.
said, "Praise the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Our God is with us.
Their God has sent his angel and saved his servants from the fire." These 3 men trusted their God. They refused to obey my command, and they were willing to die rather than to serve or worship my idol. So now I make this a law. The people of any nation or language must not say anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and
Our
Abednego.
God is with us.
Anyone who does will be torn apart, and his house will be turned to a pile of stones. No other God can save his people like this. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and
Our
Abednego
God is with us.
in the area of Babylon. Pastor Kera, they didn't smell like smoke. Their hair didn't burn. Their robes were okay. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it because they were thrown into a fire. There were flames everywhere. It was 7 times hotter.
Hot, hot, hot.
That's right. And they were standing there and nothing happened to them. That there was an angel of the Lord who came in there and he protected them. And it's a reminder, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, our God is always with us. So whether we're in a fiery pit or when we're just doing our normal day, the dishes, the laundry, coloring pictures of Father Louis, our God is with us. And that's what I want you guys to take away from the story today. God is always with you. He's always there to protect you and keep you safe. So thank you so much for listening to me and Miss Micayla today.
It was so much fun, and this might not be the last time we do something like this.
Who knows? It's a surprise every week. So, yeah, we're excited to be with you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I miss you so much. And don't forget, we have a Zoom call coming this week. That's right. This week, this Saturday, there will be a Zoom call, and it'll be kindergarten through 2nd grade and then 3rd grade through 5th. We would love to make sure that your kids are on that call. We started sign-ups last week, and so we're going to extend them just a little bit longer because I know we had some families that wanted to hop on those calls. So make sure that you email Micayla, or you can drop a comment in here or on our Facebook page. But we want to make sure that your child's registered. So we would love to make sure that they're on that call, and we love you guys. We're excited to see you, and I can't wait till next week.
See you guys next week. We love y'all.
Bye.